rules and do's and don'ts for voting. Number one, it's very important to understand that you have to have the right document. You cannot vote with your passport or your driver's license. You can only vote with your ID, and that means your ID book, or your green ID book, or your smart card ID. If those have been lost, and unfortunately that is happening a lot, the Home Affairs is open all day from 7 to 7, and a temporary ID can be obtained, and one can vote with a temporary ID. Other things, just be very wary that the IEC teams are very newly appointed and not that well trained. They are trying their absolute best, but we need to be very conscious that a spoilt ballot can take place if the ballot does not have a proper stamp on it, or if you cross more than one block, or if you want to change your mind and you find you have voted but you want to change your mind, there is a process for that as well. You can report that you have made a mistake and you can get another ballot. This process has to be watched. What is also important to be aware of is that if there are people with disabilities such as blindness, a blind person may be accompanied by a carer and can be observed to vote with the assistance of the presiding officer, and also being observed by party agents. There has to be more than one party agent present to make it free and fair. In very extreme situations where people are really not able to get to the voting station but can get there in a car, exceptions can be made where a vote can be taken in a car for a very disabled person. But this arrangement must be made in advance with the presiding officer, so somebody can go inside, speak to our party agents and the presiding officer to make arrangements for a small team of IEC officials to come out to the car to take a vote. But that's very exceptional.